Have you ever felt like you weren't a priority to those around you? Have you ever completed a task exceptionally well, had an innovative idea, or did something valuable for others only to find it unrecognized? I understand this can be difficult to handle. Unfortunately, sometimes even when you do the right thing, make decisions for the benefit of everyone, and are available to others, people might not notice or acknowledge your true worth. If you keep seeking validation from people who don't appreciate you, it can leave you disheartened, and changing this dynamic can be quite challenging. This is especially tough when it involves close relationships such as family, friends, or a partner. According to Stoic philosophy, we shouldn't expect recognition from others as it is beyond our control and may never happen. Therefore, waiting for it only leads to frustration. But what if there were methods to ensure you become a priority in someone's life and gain more recognition? In fact, by understanding and applying what we're about to discuss, this is quite achievable. There are steps you can take to ensure the people you care about see you as a priority. Now that you understand the problem, it's time to transform your approach by learning the solution. Let's dive in, but before we begin, make sure to stay with us until the end, because every step is crucial. Step 1. Create the fear of losing you. This is one of the most effective psychological strategies to make someone consider you a priority. People are often more driven by the fear of loss than the possibility of gain. If you want someone to see you as a priority, you need to make them fear losing you. Start by emotionally distancing yourself. Stop sharing your deepest feelings and secrets with them, and begin to balance your time with other people as well. This will make them feel less important to you than they used to be. It's a potent technique, but it must be used with caution. If you distance yourself too much, they might give up on trying to win you back. So use this strategy wisely and in moderation. Step 2. Avoid being always available. The phrase quality over quantity applies to many areas of life, including relationships. If you want to be a priority in someone's life, you may need to become less available. The more available you are, the more likely you are to be taken for granted. This doesn't mean you should only be available when it suits you, but if you constantly adapt and accommodate others, it's time to prioritize yourself. By showing that you have a life beyond them and aren't just waiting for them, you'll make them value your presence more. Step 3. Maintain some mystery. People are generally drawn to the enigmatic and mysterious. Fascination with the unknown can be captivating and often makes people feel more connected. In relationships, being a little mysterious can work to your advantage. If you want to be seen as a priority, avoid revealing everything about yourself immediately. Give hints about your hobbies and interests without divulging excessive information. Answer questions vaguely and avoid delving too deeply into your past. The goal is to keep the other person intrigued and eager to learn more about you. Over time, they will begin to see you as a priority in their lives. Step 4. Allow them to invest in you. This is a delicate step that you must manage wisely and sparingly because you don't want to push people away, but rather draw them closer. Consider this. Who is more likely to see you as a priority? Someone who has invested a lot in you or someone who hasn't? The answer is obvious. If you want someone to see you as a priority, you need to allow them to invest in you. This can be done in various ways. For example, let them invest their time in you by turning down plans you know you won't be able to fulfill. Also, show that your time is valuable. Don't always be available and make them wait for you. This attitude will send the message that you're not just anyone, and they need to make more effort to win your time. This will make them see you as a challenge and start to prioritize you again. Remember, you need to use this technique moderately for it to work. Don't go overboard, or the result may be the opposite of what you desire. Step 5. Prioritize your needs. This doesn't mean being selfish. Prioritizing your needs simply means not putting yourself in a position where you're not a priority. For instance, if you know that someone won't treat you the way you deserve, why would you want to be close to that person? By surrounding yourself with people who see you as a priority, you increase your chances of being seen as a priority. It's essential to remember that you can't control another person's feelings towards you. You can only control how you feel about yourself. If you want to be a priority in someone's life, make sure you're a priority in your own life. Step 6. Don't make them the center of your life. Did you know that people are often attracted to things they can't have? It's true. The more someone feels they need to work for something, the more they desire it. You've probably heard the expression, "The grass is always greener on the other side." This phrase symbolizes people's tendency to be more captivated by what they don't possess. This applies to interpersonal relationships as well. So, this step emphasizes that you should keep this wisdom in mind when dealing with other people. It encourages you to maintain a certain distance so that people become more attracted to your presence. This will convey the message that you're not desperate for their attention, and over time, they will value you more. Step 7. Stop initiating communication all the time. If you often find yourself initiating communication with someone important in your life, it may be time to take a step back. This may seem counterproductive because if you want to become a priority in someone's life, shouldn't you be the one to initiate communication? The answer is no. When you're always the one initiating communication, the other person starts taking you for granted. They get used to your efforts and begin to see you as less important. So what's the alternative? Simply stop initiating communication and see the result. If the other person truly cares about you, they will make an effort to get in touch. Step 8. Create your own happiness. If you want to become a priority in someone's life, it's important to create your own happiness and not depend on them to be happy. While it would be great to have someone to rely on who makes us feel good, depending on them for our happiness can lead to disappointment. Furthermore, when we depend on others to be happy, we're not truly living our lives. We're living according to their agenda and priorities, which can lead to resentment. If you want to be a priority in someone's life, it's important to create your own happiness. This will not only make you happier in the long run, but it will also make you more attractive to others because you'll appear more balanced and self-assured. Step 9. Be willing to walk away. The idea of walking away from someone we care about can be frightening, but it's an important step. By showing that you're not afraid to walk away, you're sending the message that you won't accept anything less than you deserve. The right person will naturally see you as a priority and make an effort to keep you in their life. Always remember that your part is to do the right thing, which is within your control. Therefore, you should have the awareness that your actions are right in the eyes of others, and by doing this, you should feel good. Don't expect that you will always be credited or recognized and that people will always give you the value you deserve. Give it time, and people will naturally start to notice you the way you deserve. Conclusion. Here's the conclusion to wrap up the reasoning of these 9 steps on being a priority in other people's lives. We've all experienced moments where we felt neglected or not prioritized. However, it's essential to remember that our journey in life is unique, and other people's priorities may not reflect our true worth. Instead of allowing these situations to affect our self-esteem, we can use these moments as opportunities for personal growth. The key is to prioritize ourselves, taking care of our happiness and well-being. Eventually, others will begin to notice and give you the value you deserve. And remember, even when others don't place you at the top of their list, you can and should give yourself the priority you deserve. This isn't selfishness, it's self-compassion and self-determination. By doing so, we can build healthier relationships, make decisions more aligned with our goals, and live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Thank you for reading. Thank you for